F9 proves that family is stronger than physics. What's up? It's Sec for GVN. Let's drive. What's up? Welcome to the channel. This is GVN, where we review movies, series, animations, comics, and video games. And today it's all about F9. Now, before I get ahead of myself, it's going to be a spoiler review because at this point in time, I believe most of you have seen it. So if you haven't, here's your spoiler warning. Moving on. Now, here's the thing. I've seen a lot of stuff online about people's reactions to F9, right? They're like, F9 gets an F9 grade, F9 sucks, these guys don't rate us. And my very first question to you is, what were you guys expecting? Like, really, were you expecting Avengers level storytelling? I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at all the actors and the cast and the crew that have put their time and energy into this, because you have to remember where the Fast and Furious series started from. It was a street racing movie that involved some sort of petty crime, and this guy is just trying to get by, right? That's all it was. At its core, it was a street race movie. Now, let's be honest. How many of you would watch a street racing movie up to 9 times with even a spin-off? Because remember, there's ups and shorts. So technically, in that universe, there are 10 movies. How many of you would actually watch that, will sit down to watch 10 of those movies? I mean, really, step up. I did not even know until I thought about this thing and I talked about it with a friend of mine. Apparently, Step Up went all the way to part 6, and then it even had spin-offs, right? Really. I think I was done with Step Up in part 3, where they did that whole thing with the guy and the girl, and that was it. How many people really want to watch movies about dancing for that long? If I'm going to guess, I'll say maybe the 4 to 6 just went straight to digital, straight DVD, not like a real big cinema release like the first 3 parts. And that's the thing about the Fast and Furious franchise. It had to evolve. Now, see, look, a lot of things about it are just insane, right? Vin Diesel making it look like family makes you have superpowers, and all of a sudden, you know, you are beating the crap out of 50 men when it's just you, right? All because family. See, a lot of things about this franchise would not make sense. I mean, okay, a couple of you might not know this, but do you know, initially when it sounded like a joke, when they said they were going all the way to part 10, and this was maybe around Fast and Furious 4 or part 5. They said they were going to do it part 10. People thought it was a joke. Now, it's not just going to be part 10. Vin Diesel himself said it, that the studios, Paramount, they told him they wanted to split it into 2 parts. So we are going to be having an Infinity War / Endgame type thing for Fast and Furious. So F10.1 and 10.2. Like, and see, they wouldn't have made it this far if they did not evolve like this. Now, going into this movie, I knew what to expect. Mediocre acting, check. Bombastic action, check. A couple of family thrown around here and there, check. And honestly, it delivered on all those things for me. I mean, there was a particular scene in the movie, if you remember, that scene with Charlize Theron and Vin Diesel in that truck, and then the jet scene, and you know, him driving it into it to blow up the jet. I was like, like, it was a lot. It was like, look, a lot of film tricks. I mean, really, think about it. A car in space hitting a satellite and nothing happening to them. Like, yo, see, this movie was just a sort of Inshallah and vibes movie for me. It was the kind of movie that I just wanted to watch and just chill. Did it deliver on a lot of the action? Yes. I mean, yo, it was, I would say, for like the 3rd act of the movie, even though the magnets played a role in the 1st and 2nd act, for the 3rd act of the movie, it was mostly a thing about magnets. Attract, repel, attract, repel, attract, repel. And hey, it's like now when I see a magnet, I try to run away from it because it's a super high density magnet. It was a lot of unbelievable stuff. It was a lot of lies. I mean, if you think about it, Charlize Theron's character in the movie Cypher shouldn't even still be a thing they are fighting, but they are, and Charlize Theron is still an amazing character, an amazing actress rather, in my books. And I'll be honest with you, I am looking forward to part 10.1 and 10.2 or whatever the hell they call it in the future. I am looking forward to it because it's just a fun movie to pass away the time. It's the type of movie that, you know, I've said it in a previous review before that there are some movies like No Sudden Move that you really have to pay attention. It demands 100% of your attention. You can't be pressing your phone while you're watching the movie. Fast and Furious is that kind of movie. F9, to be precise. The entire franchise is that kind of stuff where you can actually be pressing your phone to and then watching it, because it does not demand 100% of your attention, but it's a fun movie to watch. It has the action that you are craving. So if you want adrenaline, action, and a lot of that, this movie delivers. And really, I mean, when you think about it, look at, to show you that this guy is narrators, and expect a lot more unbelievable stuff in the remaining 2 movies in this franchise. If there's no Hobbs and Shaw Part 2, which they might probably will, and a lot more. But say the main F series, right? The main Fast and Furious series. Just expect something like, for example, that Tyrese scene. I mean, these are a lot of trained military guys, right? Or a militia group, and all of them surround him with automatic machine guns, and they shoot the guy, and somehow he comes out unscathed. He kills all of them. See, even if I might want to believe that, which is insane, even if I might want to believe that, dude had holes in his shirt. You have to be Superman level durable for you not to have a hole in your body if a bullet through a shirt that you were wearing. I mean, how did they expect people that came into the cinema with their brains to actually believe that? Or people that even turned up their system or their TVs with their brains. So that's the thing. That's the thing about the first, because if you really want to be critical about this movie, it probably gets a 2/10 or a 1/10, or maybe it will even be owing you scores to get like a -2/10. That's just the truth, because a lot of things about this movie just made no sense. Like really, it made no sense. But as an action movie, see, as a movie in that universe, with the driving. I mean, speaking of the driving, even though it was something we did not see in the trailers at all, you know, in order to sell the connection of one character to another character, John Cena's Jacob to Dominic Toretto, they had to do a lot of flashback sequence so that it will show that he's truly his brother. Whether that works or not, it's left to you to decide. But see, at the end of the day, I got to see some driving, right? Even though it was like some IndyCar type driving, but they still did the street race between the 2 of them, right? Where he now drove out of town. So I got to see some driving, I got to see some action, I got to see some mediocre acting with a lot of family thrown left and right. What more am I asking for in the Fast and Furious movie, really? I'm asking for an Avengers assemble moment where the hammer comes to Captain America and then I jump out of my seat and I scream, "Ah!" No. What I knew I was going to get going into this movie is what I got. And that is why, honestly, the Fast and Furious movie, the F9 movie, is a dope movie to just chill with. Forget physics exists. Brain out. Just watch it and binge on your popcorn or your amala or whatever it is that you are eating, and you are going to have fun, really. But if you choose to be critical of this movie, you just don't watch the franchise again, because it's clearly not for you. But really, I liked it, I enjoyed it. Now, see, overall as a movie, yeah, because of the fact that it sucked in the storytelling part clearly, but then it delivered in the action part clearly. Think of the Fast and Furious franchise like this. It's like a comic book series, to be honest. And like comics, no one truly stays dead, and new characters can pop out of the past or from nowhere and say they have a tie to one character from the past. I mean, the same thing applies to Batman and Iron Man and Superman. And that's what happens with the Fast and Furious franchise. Some of the powers some people get are not even explained. And it would have been nice to see a training sequence, even though Ludacris was just, a facilitator for the street racing from the very beginning. Remember when he was introduced, I think it was in Fast and Furious 2, F2 or something. Tyrese was just a street racer to Han, all of these guys, Dominic Toretto himself. The only person that had a proper training with arms and ammunition and all of this thing was Paul Walker. It was Paul Walker's character in the movie, and he's dead, like in real life and also in the movie. Although, remember, his signature blue car at the end of the movie rolled in, right? It rolled up in. So I'm like, what do they want to do with this? Because there was that. So we don't know yet, but we know in real life Paul Walker is dead. So just think of it like that. Even in some comics, at least they still they show you a sequence of how some characters get this new ability. In the mangas or animes that we watch, you see like a Naruto do some sort of intense training. Even if Sasuke gets the skills better or faster, you will see him still do some sort of training and all of that. But in Fast and Furious franchise, they just skip that one to move to some guys in the hood in space, some guys from the streets that now know how to beat trained military men. Look, that's what the Fast and Furious franchise is about. It's about inshallah and vibes. Let's just chill, let's just do this. And that's what they've delivered on. I'm going to give it a 6.5/10 here on GVN because it's still a movie, it's still a fun movie to watch. It's not one that I'll go out of my way to say I want to watch a second time, right? But maybe if it's playing in, say, maybe the living room or somewhere where I'm chilling with friends, I will not say, no, this movie sucks, let's watch something else. No, I will watch F9 again. Probably not anytime soon, but I will. And that's it about the movie. If you like what you've watched today, check out this video next to see some of our other reviews on the channel. It's been your boy Tech for GVN. Peace.